Our speaker is one of Australia and America's most popular experience-creating speakers. She blends the principles of ancient wisdom with new research in modern science to wake people up to what really matters at work and in life. She's been inducted into the U.S. Speakers Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, the irrepressible Amanda Gore.
Man, this is such a big stage. Thanks, Kathy. Don't clap, don't clap. We haven't got time, guys, we haven't got time. Now, I started off life as a PT, so I love all nurses because I really know what you guys do. In fact, you did a lot of what I didn't have to do. So first of all, thank you for that. But I really, really love magnet nurses. And I'll share with you why. And I'm just going to, there's lots of reasons, but I'm going to give you three main reasons. The first is, and if we can have some lights out in the room, guys. The first is that I know my mum would, oh, by the way, did she say I was an Aussie? So you can tell by the accent. If I say anything that you can't understand, just put your hand up, will you, and scream or something, and I'll change, because I'm like a magnet thinker. And so the first reason is that my mum, I'm sure, would still be alive today if she had been at the one magnet hospital we have in Queensland. Without doubt, I can say from my heart, if she had been in a magnet hospital, she would have been alive. So that's the first reason I love, love, love magnet nurses. The second reason is that you are different from the rest because you think differently. And I call it magnet-mindedness. And that magnet-mindedness is something that really sets you apart. And the third thing is magnet joy. And honestly, I reckon if you're a magnet nurse in a magnet hospital, and I've done some work with the ones at the Gold Coast in Queensland who are aiming to become magnet, you can be so proud of what you do, and you get the recognition that I really think, and lots of us, think that you deserve. And let me share with you why magnet is so different. Wait, I've got to get the pen. There's a lot of stuff on the floor here. So, have you all seen the bell curve? You know the bell curve that goes like that? Go like this. You've seen it? And the bell curve is split into three. Doesn't matter what group you have, it's always split into three. So there's a group up here that are always really successful. These are the people who are the early adopters. These are the people who are magnets. And in the middle, there's a ton of people, a big fat pack of people who are, well, you know, they kind of survive. You know, these are the people, you say hi, and they go, hi, I'm hanging in there. And down here, there is always a group who suck. Now, don't clap, we haven't got time. I don't want to pick on the people who suck, okay? Because really they don't suck. It's just that they are stuck. See, they're stuck in their old ways. They don't challenge themselves. They don't take the big step to begin the magnet program and to reach for that level of excellence. And you know, every single person in this room is changing the face of healthcare. You know that. And I'm really excited, especially with what I've been listening to. But wait, there's more. So see this group? This is like normal population, okay? Now, magnet, the people in this room, you are all here. And what happens is that we can take this group and make another bell curve. So within this room, there are still people who are brilliant at what they do, like that CHAMP program. Wasn't that good? Don't clap, we haven't got time. That CHAMP program was really good. And then there's, you know, even in magnet, there's a bunch of people who are, yeah, okay, good, we're getting there, but oh my gosh, it's so hard. And then, you know, there's a little clump down here who still suck. So, what's the difference that makes the difference? See, this is a secret sauce for getting up to this pointy end. Now, of course, you on this magnet bell curve are still in this tiny, like 0.1% of excellence. So even the suckies down here, they're still fantastic, but you don't have to be sick to get better. True? My mentor in speaking used to say that to me, because I was a physical therapist forever, and I've been a speaker forever, I'm really old. And so, if we go back to what's the difference that makes the difference between here and here and here, it is your TMAG. sorry, it's a little hard because these things are a bit sloppy. T-K-I-N-G. What is it? You're thinking, yeah. It's the magnet mindfulness, the magnet mind. And in terms of how you think differently, I just want you to understand, and I'm not sure if many people are conscious of this, how much time do you think you are conscious of your thoughts? And it kind of ties in with what Montel said this morning. Seriously, think about it. How much time are you actually conscious of what you're thinking? And I won't wait because we haven't got time for you to answer me. I'll just tell you, okay? So it's actually, oh, look, it's not working. 1 to 5%. Surprise! Seriously, 1 to 5% of the time, we are actually conscious of what we're thinking. That means 95 to 99% of the time, we're actually unconscious. And this is like scientifically proven. We have no concept of what it is that we're thinking. So one of the amazing things about being a magnet-minded person is that you become more conscious of the stories you're telling yourself, of the things that you're saying to yourself. And that's the big difference between normal magnetism, like normal people, and magnet joy. See, you want to live the magnet joy. You want to be such amazing people that everyone looks at you and says, I want what she's having, or I want what he's having. That's how you spread the word throughout a whole hospital, because you know all the hierarchies you've got to get through, and that's one of the brilliant things about a magnet hospital. So let's go back to conscious, unconscious. I'm going to ask you to do something which, oh, you're just going to love it. So on the count of 3, I want you to turn to the person on one side of you. Wait till I count to 3, okay? And then turn to the person on the other side. And when you turn to the person one side, then the other, you're going to make eye contact with them. You're going to look deeply into their eyes and relax. You don't have to say, I love you, or anything like that, okay? You don't have to do anything like that. You just have to turn, look deeply into their eyes, and then the other side. Now, I want you to become aware of what you just thought. When I said, on the count of 3, you're going to turn to the person on one side, then the other, and you're going to look deeply into their eyes. How many of you don't have to answer because we haven't got time, but how many of you thought, oh no, oh my gosh, but I don't know that person. Even if you're sitting in a clump, right, and you know the person on either side of you, you don't want to look into their eyes. And this is one of the big fears in life. I call it, because we're going to talk a bit about fears today, FOWOT. Now, do you know what FOWOT is? It's fear of... Look. See? 99, 95% of the time we're unconscious. You're sitting there going, I don't know. What's FOWOT? It's fear of what others think. See? And, oh, look, you go, like, see? No, I hate to burst your bubble, but honestly, no one else is ever thinking about you. Ever. Truthfully, don't clap, we haven't got time. Like, seriously, no one's ever thinking about you because they are so obsessed with what they are thinking, or what you are thinking about them. They don't have time to think about you. Do you get that? And yet we all walk around frightened of doing anything because we go, whoa, what would other people think of me? Well, nothing. Seriously, nothing. And so when you do this, remember, become conscious of your thinking. When you do this, I want you to think about how you make the person on either side of you feel. Because you are nurses. You are amazing at making people feel good or not. You have a choice. And so, here's the other thing. Like, there was a woman called the Mother, lots of women called the Mother, but this one studied with Siri Aurobindo. And in one of her books she wrote, everything always depends on the way in which things are done. Not so much what one does, but the spirit in which one does it. Isn't that true? Everything always depends on the way in which things are done. Not so much what one does, but the spirit in which one does it. And you know, every single person you meet... Oh, have you ever worked with an energy sucker? You know, like, someone, you feel great, and all of a sudden you interact with this person, and you walk away, they've gone, and you're like, and you know, like, don't point to anybody if they're here, okay? Like, and the energy suckers, they live down here. And they will suck the whole group down. And whatever you do, if you can, get rid of them. Seriously. Send them somewhere where they're not magnets, because they're going to hate the magnet environment anyway. So, if we go back, like, what do you call those things in a kitchen with gas? Like menopause, it sucks words out. Stove, thank you, stove. So, you know how like there's a gas stove and it's got a pilot light? Well, when you turn a switch one way, the pilot light goes oomph and ignites into flame. And then you turn the other way and it just dies. Well, every single person you meet has got a pilot light inside their hearts. And every one of us, every nanosecond of every day, has a choice to either ignite someone else's pilot light or to look at them and go like this. And I call these people spirit foofers. We're going to do a lot of F words today. Foofers. Hurricane doesn't start with F, does it? No, anyway, just kidding. So, your challenge, should you choose to accept it, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to go forth from today and be forever a spirit igniter with everyone you meet. Now, to embed this into your bodies, because it's important you get into your cells, we're going to do symbols all the way through my session today. So on the count of 3, you're going to turn to your joy buddy, one side on the other, and then the other. We'll come back to that in a minute. And you are going to say exactly like I do it. Ready? I'm a spirit igniter, not a foofer. Now, you've got to look like this too, right? Wait till I count to 3. But now notice what you're thinking. If you're sitting there thinking, I'm a mature adult. I'm a professional. I don't do stupid things like that. You might as well just look at the person on either side of you and go like this. Because you're going to foof their spirit. Like you could be sitting next to someone who thinks this is the best thing since sliced bread. And they turn to you and they go, I'm a spirit igniter. So we have no foofers in this room. So on the count of 3, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to look one side, then the other, and make their eyes sparkle. Because that's another magnet quality. You see people with not just twinkling heads, but sparkling eyes. And sparkling eyes. Oh my gosh, I've only just noticed the pink sparkly hats. How awesome! Amongst other, and everybody else with the sparkly things. Very nice. So, ready? On the count of 3, looking one side then the other, you're going to say, I'm a spirit igniter, not a foofer. And make sure your face moves as well. Oh, if you're next to someone who doesn't do this, like they don't move their face, help them. Because, wait, nobody wakes up in the morning and thinks, how many spirits can I foof today? No one does that. They are completely unconscious that's what they're doing. They just go through like, oh. So, if you're sitting next to a foofer, all you've got to do is this. You look at them and you smile and you say, okay? And when you go back to work, when you go back to the hospital, wherever it is that you came from, if you spot a foofer, this becomes a common language. You can say to your colleagues, foofer alert, foofer alert. You can put up a sign that says no more foofers, you know, like this. So ready? On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, go. I'm a spirit igniter, not a foofer. I'm a spirit igniter, not a foofer. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, quick, come back. Turn me up. We haven't got much time. When there's 10,000 of you and it's women, it's like, So quick, come back. Now, spirit igniters, here's the next mission, should you choose to accept it. On the count of 3, you're going to turn to the person one side, make deep eye connection with them, because you are spirit igniters, not foofers, and say nothing, okay? There's 10,000 of you. And if ever I've got big groups of, like, largely women like this, I say nothing. They turn to each other, they look, they go, you do it with hundreds and thousands of men, it's like, done. So, one of our core strengths, I believe. So, ready? On the count of 3, just looking one side, then the other. 1, 2, 3, go. Looking. Now the other side. Looking. Beautiful. Now, come on back. Come on back. No, don't clap. We haven't got time. Don't clap. We haven't got time. Now, come back. Come back. That person you just looked at either side, that person you just reassured that you were a spirit igniter, is from this day forwards, and this is really important, from this day forwards forever, your official joy buddy. Yes. And don't clap, we haven't got time, Come on back. Oh, I love these groups. So remember, this person is going to be one of your core resilience resources. Seriously, like people look at me when I say stuff like this, like, she was funny, but stupid. Seriously, this is important. We need joy buddies. What about the last time you were out there and something horrendous happened, like, I don't know, some official person in the hospital who's not quite on board with Magnet comes along and foofs everything. Well, you need your joy buddy. Whether they're on the phone, on the text, something, you go, I need a joy buddy. And then you're going to do this. So joy buddies, here's your first task. On the count of 3, you're going to turn to your joy buddy one side, then the other. You're going to grab them by the shoulders. You're going to shake them like this. And you are going to say, wake up! Wake up! This really matters, okay? And then the other side, with passion. We are Magnet people. Go, nurses. 1, 2, 3, go. Wake up! Wake up! This really matters. Wake up! Wake up! This really matters. Awesome! Okay, quick, come back. That was brilliant. Just brilliant. Quick, come back. Now, I was just in Dallas with my godchildren, and they... Oh, wow. We got the Baylor people over there, I guess. Anyway, I love Dallas. I used to live there. And anyway, my godchildren taught me this fantastic new thing. So we are going to acknowledge our joy buddies on either side for doing such a great job. So on the count of 3, you're going to look at your joy buddy, one side, then the other. You are going to do, wait, this is so fantastic, a bump, and then, wait, you are going to blow it up. See that? And wait, there's more. You have a choice. You can either bump and blow it up, or you can go bump and do a jellyfish. How cool is that? See, think of the number of patients you can do this with. When I was a PT, I used to go through the wards and you could hear them going, lie straight, sit up straight, she's coming. And I would crack jokes with everybody, even if they were in surgery. They'd be saying, don't make me laugh, it hurts. You know how important that laughter is. So when you go through, even though it's fun when we're here, this is a really important strategy for lifting your energy and your spirits when you need it. Even if you go back to the staff room, you've just got the grumpiest old, poor Alzheimer's patient that's pulling things out and driving you nuts. Go back into the little clumpy area, your staff thing, and say, I need a bump. Something, anything, I need an igniter. I've got to get away from the foofers. So ready, on the count of 3, bump, and you can take your choice. Blow it up or jellyfish. 1, 2, 3, go. Bump, and then blow it up one side. Bump, and jellyfish the other. Oh, nice. Look at these 2. Go, girls. Fantastic. Okay, quick, come back. Now, the next thing, you know how I wanted to share with you, if I could, a few strategies that were very simple, took very little time, but actually work. And like Montel said this morning, your happiness is dependent on your thinking. Your joy is dependent on your thinking. And remember, the thing that keeps you at the pointy end of the curve is your thinking. It's the magnet mind. It's the magnet mind thinking. And in terms of that, there's something else. You've all been on a plane, haven't you, where they say, in the unlikely event that the plane plummets to the earth, oxygen mask will fall from the ceiling. And if you're with a child, what do they tell you to do? Put it on yourself first, because If you're dead, you're useless to the child, right? The kid's sitting there going, Mum, Dad, Dad, Mum, Mum, and Dad. So we've got to take care of ourselves. Now, forgive me for the men in this room. I know there's a lot of men, but there's way more women. And what women don't know, and men don't know either, is that women have a martyr gene very closely linked to a guilt gene. And that means, especially nurses, especially magnet nurses, means we wake up in the morning and we start giving. So we go through give, and then it's time to go to work. Give, super give. Then it's time to go home. Whereupon we go shopping, get a dinner ready, blah, 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 and then we give again. And at the end of the day, there's 27 seconds left just for us. And what do? We're comatose because we are so exhausted. And what is it that we're expected to do at that exact nanosecond? That's just not happening. Don't clap, we haven't got time. So, ladies, we need to be taking better care of ourselves, because until we have the energy and keep the energy up, we haven't got anything to give to others. So you are going to love this strategy. The next time you feel like you need a burst of energy, the next time you feel stressed, under pressure, somebody's just done something awful and you're about to burst into tears or something, this is all you have to do. You're going to love it. It's so simple. Ready? This is all you have to do. This is your own personal oxygen mask. It is with you all the time. It's free. And it is a great message to your colleagues, because if you walk into the nursing area, you know, like your, whatever you call that thing in the middle, at home we call it a staff area. If you walk in and you suddenly go, everybody comes around you and says, are you okay? Is everything all right? And if you see one of your colleagues who walks in there red and all you've got to do is help them. Walk over, put your hand over their nose. See, this is the magnet strategy. This is one of the magnet strategies. So on the count of 3, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to look at your joy. Oh, by the way, you cannot do this, okay? You cannot go... Yeah, because the truth is, when you get stressed, you start to breathe very high and shallow. The oxygen doesn't get to your brain, you can't think clearly, and everything falls apart. So this technique, stupid as it sounds, actually works. And when you blow the air out, so when you suck the air in, suck it down to your diaphragm, so really suck the air in, and then when you blow it out, try not to spit, okay? So when you blow it out, we're actually blowing the toxins out, and try not to blow it on someone else, because you just blow your blood onto them. So ready? On the count of 3, it's ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Excellent, good work. High five, bum. So no, don't clap. Seriously, we do not have time. So guys, the next thing that we're going to talk about, and I want you to imagine how many places you can use the oxygen mask technique. And it does, when I went into hospital and I had the hangovers in my early days, I was working in ICU, I used to hang under the oxygen cylinder coming out of the wall. Well, here's an alternative. You don't have to... Anyway, moving on, because obviously none of you have ever tried that. So... probably haven't, being a magnet hospital. Anyway, so let's go to the other core thing that's fundamental to everything that we do, and to be of magnet excellence. The single most important thing in life, above everything else, the single most important thing in life is how you feel about yourself. Above everything else. Because when you feel good about yourself, you can forget about yourself. You're not so wounded, you haven't got to defend yourself, you don't get offended by other people, there's no politics at work. You're just there to help other people feel good about themselves. It is the greatest gift that you can give your children. And there are 3 core fears in life that actually destroy how we feel about ourselves. And, by the way, how many of you got children? Just quickly. Oh, look, 11 million people. Okay, so no one wakes up in the morning and thinks, how can I destroy my child's life today? No one does that. It just happens while you're doing your best. And so... But here is a strategy to undo some of the damage. Because a child from 0 to 7, this is proven too, child from 0 to 7, their brain waves are in theta waves. So they're basically the brain waves of a hypnotized adult. So anything that goes on around a child just goes boom, straight in with no kind of evaluation, no distinction, no ability to distinguish good, right, wrong, any of that. It just goes in. And so by the time we're 7, we generally have one or more of these core 3 fears. And I got the trifecta, right? Because I had an alcoholic father, and I haven't got time to tell you the whole story, but I learned this through experience. So the first core fear is I am not worth loving. And this is extraordinarily common, and particularly with women. Men get this too, but men tend to get this one more often. I am not good enough. And I am here to share with you that you are not only astonishingly good enough and worth loving, but you also aren't just a lump of protoplasm. Do you get, look, at least this crowd knows what protoplasm is. Sometimes I say to people, you're not just a lump of protoplasm, and they go, what? Because, you know, protoplasm, you're not just a lump of skin and bones. You are an astonishing spiritual being. You are an astonishing being of light housed in a temple. Do you know that? Go, look. Now listen to your thinking. How many of you, don't have to put your hands up, okay, but how many of you had a little voice going, no, I'm not? And then you had, it's not a temple. Oh, yes, it is. Because your temple, the body, houses your spirit. Like, you guys know about locked-in syndrome? You know when somebody has a catastrophic brain event and they're completely paralyzed, everybody thinks they're dead. But when they got locked-in syndrome, you know they are alive and well on the inside. They are the astonishing spiritual being that they are normally when their body moves. You are an astonishing being of light. You are more magnificent than you can possibly imagine. And when you're at your peak, you feel good about yourself. You shine that light onto everyone else. Oh, I know. Let's do this. On the count of 3, I want you to turn to your joy buddy on one side then the other, and I want you to look into their eyes and say, with every bit of meaning you've got, wait till I count to 3, say, you are an astonishing being of light. B-E-I-N-G, right? And don't turn to them and do this. You're an astonishing being of light. Because, like, you'll be doing that again. So I want you to lift yourself, lift your spirits, understand you are the amazing one, and you are sitting between 2 other amazing ones. So on the count of 3, you are an astonishing being of light, and try to see their eyes sparkle. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. You are an astonishing being of light. You are an astonishing being of light. Oh, yes, you are. Awesome, you guys. Awesome. Beautiful. Now, quick, come back. Now, let's go back to these core fears. You are literally so worth loving. So, joy buddies, if you're sitting next to a woman, on the count of 3, you're going to look at the woman next to you, either side, and you're going to look into their eyes and say, you are so worth loving. And if you're sitting next to a bloke, that's like man in Australian, you're going to look at him and say, you are so good enough. And as your joy buddy is saying that to you, if you hear a little voice, become conscious of your thoughts. If you hear a little voice inside your head going, no, you're not. No, you're not. I want you to start to work on it. Squash that voice, because you're an astonishing being of light. You are worth loving. You are more than good enough. You're more than worth loving. Ready? Here we go. And by the way, you might want to do this when you go back to work. Because almost everybody has 1 or 3 of these fears. And if you start looking at people saying, you know what, we went to that conference and I'd just like to share with you, you are so worth loving. And then just walk off. Just walk away fast. And they will look at you and go, what'd you do at that conference? And you can say, I remembered I was an astonishing being of light. And so are you. And they'll walk away going, cracked, they're insane. But you don't care because you just spread joy. Inside their hearts, their little pilot light, it's going to be going, whoomph, somebody saw me for who I really am. It is amazing. So, joy buddies, let's go. You're an astonishing... No, where are we up to? Oh, yeah. You are so worth loving. You are so good enough. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. You are so worth loving. You are so good enough. Awesome. Awesome. Now, come back. Don't clap. We haven't got time. The second core fear is that I am unsafe in some way. And if you grew up with an alcoholic parent, or you grew up with an abusive parent, so I had both, in one person, and then that carries on through your adult life until you become conscious of these fears. And that's why magnet mindfulness, magnet mindedness, magnet minds is so important. You need to go forth and teach everybody about this, because once we become conscious of it, we can start to challenge it. You know, as grown-ups, we usually are safe. Unless you're in a dark alleyway, okay, and you hear somebody pulling a knife out, doing something like that, then run. That's a really good thing to do. However, the rest of the time, we're usually not in mortal danger, but we feel unsafe because it's a childhood thing. And the third is a fear of death, abandonment, that says abandonment, I haven't got time, and separation, okay, separation. And one of the wonderful things about being magnet and a magnet hospital is that separation goes away. Suddenly we start to realize that we are one. The whole is greater than the sum of the parts, as Buckminster Fuller used to say. We become far more powerful and far more effective when we all connect. And when we realize that we're all leaders. Whether you've got an official title in this room, and I'm the CNO, I'm a C something, it doesn't matter. We are all leaders, every one of us, because we think like magnet people. We think like magnet nurses. So it makes us leaders, and a leader's job is threefold. And the first part of a leader's job is to change people's behaviour. And old people who are in the down this end of the bell curve, they're the ones who go, nah, people don't change. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. A leopard never changes its spots. Oh, pig's ass. Excuse my language, but, you know, that's like a nice phrase in Australia, and it means rubbish. People change all the time. The thing is, you have to want to change. Like, haven't you ever been having a fight with your partner or someone at home, and you're there going, you suck, no, you suck more, no, you suck the most. And it's going on for ages, right? You know, you suck, no. And then the doorbell goes, and you go to the door, and it's the vicar. And you come back in, and you say, darling, look who's here. In a heartbeat, you change your behaviour. We can all change if we want to change. So that's the first part of a leader's job. And by the way, if you tell people a story that touches their heart, they will change. You tell people a story that touches their heart, they'll change quickly. Second part of a leader's job is to create an environment in which people can be the best they can be. Doesn't that define a magnet hospital? Creating an environment in which people can be the best they can be. And that is joy-filled, fear-free. Don't clap, we haven't got time, seriously. Joy-filled, fear-free. So that's the magnet joy. Create a place, an environment where people really want to come to work. They love doing what they do. They're recognised, they're supported, they're encouraged. And you be the leader doing it. You be the model of magnet joy so that everybody else wants what you're having, like I said earlier. Third part of a leader's job is to help people believe in themselves, because belief in your own ability is a better predictor of success than any level of skill. So these are three really core things that you are all working towards. But there's one more thing. Like, if the most important thing in life is how you feel about yourself, what do you think the number one thing is that people want in life? And it starts with R. Recognition. Very good, very good. It's recognition and acknowledgement. Everybody wants recognition and acknowledgement. So I want to share with you 2 ways you can do it. Again, really practical things that you can instantly go back to the hospital with and transform the environment, become the real leader. So the first one comes from the Wiggles. You know the Wiggles? The Wiggles, an Aussie children's group who go like this. So I'm going to give you a choice. Do you guys want to say yes or excellent? Now, how many want to say yes? Quick, go fast. How many want to say excellent? How many want me to vaporize immediately? Oh. Oh, no, build a bridge, get over it. So, on the count of 3, you're going to look at your joy buddy, one side, then the other. And we are going to encourage them for everything they've done. Like if I'd said to you outside, oh yeah, you're going to be coming into the room, looking into each other's eyes, saying, you are so worth loving, you would have looked at me and gone, I don't think so. But you've done it. So on the count of 3, you're going to look at the joy buddy and go, yes! And then, excellent! And muster up the energy. Watch their face light up. Ready? Rub your hands together like this. Get ready. Thumbs moving. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Yes! And excellent! Awesome! You know, you so deserve that. You so deserve it. For everything. It is not easy to get magnet designation. It is not easy to go through the process of getting to magnet designation. You so deserve that. And you deserve one more. This one comes from Wisconsin. Who's from Wisconsin? Woohoo! Well, you may know this man. His name is Roger. He came up to me after a conference, and he was telling me a story about visiting his sister, and he had a little 4-year-old nephew. And he comes into the house, and the little boy looks at him, and he says, Uncle Roger, will you come and watch me at my gymnastics competition? And Roger says to him, what are you going to do? And the little boy says, ta-das. And Roger thinks, what's that? Well, he goes along to watch, and the little boy's on a balance beam, which is 1 inch off the ground because he's 4. And the little boy gets to the end, and he jumps off and says, ta-da! To a 4-year-old, that's what gymnastics is. Well, when, I write monthly newsletters. You can sign up on my website, amandagore.com. It's free. And I was thinking of, this is a great idea for a newsletter. So as I'm writing about ta-das, I realise about age 8, it becomes uncool to do ta-das. But on the inside, we are closet ta-darists. We are doing silent ta-das everywhere. And you think about it, the last time you did something really good at work, you walk into the room, the team, you go, well, I just did so-and-so. And on the inside, what are you doing? Ta-da! And as a leader, the most demotivating thing you can do is to not see people's silent ta-das. Your mission, next one, should you choose to accept it, is to go forth and look for the silent ta-das. Because if you're on the inside going ta-da and nobody notices, they'll look at you and go, oh yeah, good. What happens to your ta-da? It's like, ta, why do I bother? Why do I bother? See, you've got to see the silent ta-das. Now, we haven't got time to do the big ta-das, but we are going to do the mini ta-da. And I learned about the mini ta-da when I was living in Dallas. I went back to my office. I got a VP of everything who was fabulous. And I thought, I never give someone enough recognition because I'm always traveling. So I thought, next time I'm in the office, that's it. She's getting a ta-da. So I walked into the office. She did something. I waited till she did something. I went, Summer, I think that deserves a ta-da. Now, she knew exactly what I was doing. She was 23. She had just finished making the newsletter look all pretty, so she'd read it. But even then, she knew what I was doing. She couldn't help herself. She looked at me and she went, oh, ta-da. See, people can't help themselves. So on the count of 3, team, to your joy buddy, one side, then the other, it's, I think that deserves a ta-da. Ta-da! Yes, I think that deserves a ta-da. Ta-da! Excellent. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. I think that deserves a ta-da. Ta-da! Yes, I think that deserves a ta-da. Ta-da! Excellent. Awesome. No, don't clap, don't clap. And after me, there's all the awards. You're going to win more awards. So when people are coming up, don't do this. Don't just go. Don't do that. I want you to give them ta-das. Go ta-da! And then ta-da! And when they're on stage and you have your pictures taken, do one that's serious and it's like... And then have one where you're going ta-da! So remind them of that. I'll help from the front too. But let's go to the next thing, because this... Oh, wait, my pen. This is really, really significant. I like to kind of blend ancient wisdom with, modern science and talk about 4 key sciences. And we've got neuroscience, epigenetics, emotional intelligence, and positive psychology. So that's psychology. So we won't have time for that, and we probably won't have time for that. But we might have a bit of time for that. Now, in the middle is the sweet spot. This is where magnet hospitals happen. This is where brilliant leadership happens. This is where great life happens. And I call it the joy spot. Not that one. See, like, people either snicker or the whole room goes silent. I was like, oh, see, become conscious of your thinking. What were you thinking? Now, for me, the joy spot is an absolutely critical magnet strategy. When you go back to, I'm piloting in Australia with amazing primary school, the School Joy program. And in every classroom, we have a joy spot. Now, we don't call it a joy spot because, you know, they're primary school kids, but they call it things like the halo of happiness or the hoop of hope, or one of them has a joy room. Children get this. See, when you have a joy spot, and get a hula hoop put on the floor in the hospital somewhere, I know, sterilize it, or have it hanging from the ceiling, you know. And so whenever things, you know, have gotten to you and you're not really feeling quite at your peak, you need a bit of a hit, you need a bit of resilience, go to the joy spot. And if any of you have access to a computer and it's your own, or if it's kind of a group one, what you do is create a folder on the desktop and call it Joy Spot, or TJS, you know, if you've got to like disguise it. And into the joy spot, you pull images that cheer you up. YouTube, funny videos. I've got a YouTube channel. You can pull stuff in from there. Put in music that lifts your spirit, that makes you feel fantastic. Put anything in there that lifts you. It makes you feel better. It's stuff you've done, like for me, when Montal said this morning, think of something that really makes you feel good. It was my nephew when he was about 2 or 3. And I would come into my sister's driveway and yell out, yoo-hoo! And this little blonde bullet would start running towards me going, oh, Amanda! Have you ever had a child do that to you? If you haven't, rent one. Seriously? It is the best feeling on the planet. Your heart explodes with joy. That's what goes to the joy spot. So you put everything in. And here's your next mission, guys. It's to become a walking joy spot. And you know, any Canadians here? Where are the Canadians? Woohoo! Oh, hello, there's 7 of you. Okay, so great. And now in Canada, if you visit Canada, you can buy in the little tourist shops like little moose. Or is it mooses? Anyway, you can buy those little moose things. And you press its head, and a little chocolate pellet falls out its bottom. Have you ever seen those? I mean, they're a bit crass, but they're really cute. You can tell I have a sick sense of humor. Anyway, so I want you to be like the little moose. Wherever you go, you leave a little trail of joy pellets. You're a walking joy spot. Everybody you touch, everywhere you go, it's just a little bit more joyful after you pass through. So, on the count of 3, joy buddies, you're going to look at your joy buddy one side, then the other, and say, I am a walking joy spot. I am a walking joy spot. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. I am a walking joy spot. I am a walking joy spot. Excellent. Bump, blow it up. Bump, blow it up. Excellent. Okay, now come back. So first of all, you are now officially walking joy spots. And much as I joke, seriously, resilience is one of the core skills that you need in nursing. We need it everywhere, but I think in particular in nursing as a profession. And seriously, you can go and meditate for 20 minutes. You can go out and exercise hard for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. We know this, but who has time? Whereas, how long does it take to go to a joy spot? Like, all you got to do is either go to the computer or in your mind, go to a joy spot. Go to something that makes you feel better, just like he said this morning, but expand it a bit. And it really does it's one of the most amazing ways to boost your energy, to increase your resilience. Now, the second thing, you know, when somebody says to you, oh, hi, you know, I'm Amanda, and they go, oh, what do you do? And you guys say, well, I'm a nurse. And that will start a big story going, from now on, I don't want you to ever say that again. I want you, when someone says to you, what do you do? Say this, I am a CJF. And they'll look at you and they'll go, oh yeah, what's that? And you say, Chief Joy Facilitator. Isn't that awesome? Now to me, that sums up Magnet. Because, you know, if my mum had lived, I would have been a lot more joyful. And if I had great nurses in the hospital that she went to, I'd have been a lot more joyful. She would have been a lot more joyful. You guys, seriously, are chief joy facilitators. And it doesn't matter if it's just with the patients and the families of the patients, it's with everyone else. Is that true? But it's the way we think. Because I could say to you, oh yeah, become a CJF when somebody asks you. But most people, their immediate thinking process is, aha, yeah, she was funny, but I'd never do that. Or, oh no, I can't say that, that would belittle us. No. Joy is one of the highest emotions or states that you can reach. And people think joy is like freaking out, going, wah, wah, wah. No. Real, profound joy is in fact a constant sense of deep peace. When you have deep peace, from that state, you can be excited and enthusiastic. You can be really calm. You just change other people by being around them when you're in a state of deep joy. Isn't that true? That's why you want to be a CJF. So, to embed this into your cellular memory on the count of 3, Joy Buddies, you're going to look one side, then the other, and try to feel it inside you. Try to really mean it. And if you've got any little voice going, that's stupid, or, no, you're not, you're miserable, just like crush it, okay? Just crush the little voice, because it's not true. Remember who you are. You are an astonishing being of light. You sparkle all the time. So ready? 1, 2, 3. It's, what are you saying? I know. I'm a CJF. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. I am a CJF. I am a CJF. Excellent, excellent work, you guys. And so, quick. Let's go to epigenetics, let's go to emotional intelligence. And we know, again, this is a core component of being brilliant at being a magnet hospital. 3 core things. Know yourself, and manage relationships. We've done a little on this. I just want to cover this. Here is another brilliant strategy for you to find resilience. Whoops, there goes my pen. For you to find resilience and to really reframe everything that happens to you. So can everybody go like this? And notice what you're thinking. If anybody's going, what's she going to make us do now? Oh, don't be like that. Let's change it to going, woohoo, what's coming next? So everybody, put them over your eyes. These are your gratitude glasses. Now keep them up there. Seriously, gratitude glasses. These reframe the world. If you look at everything that happens to you and everything you have to do through your gratitude, keep them on, through your gratitude glasses, your whole life will change. So on the count of 3, you're going to look at your joy buddy either side. You're going to say, thank you, I am so grateful for you. Thank you, I'm so grateful for you. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Thank you, I am so grateful for you. Thank you. I am so grateful for you. Awesome. And, well, no, don't clap, we haven't got time. And when you go back to work, I love these. These are free. They're with you everywhere. Every patient you meet, when you finish with them, look at them like this and go, you know what, Cheryl? I am so grateful for you. You lighten up my day. Pat, I'm so grateful for what you've done and inviting me here. People love this. If you don't want to use your hands, get a set of these. And if you walk around these for an hour a week, you will transform your ward. And people, what do you think? They're going to look at you and go, you're insane. No, they're going to look at you and say, I like those glasses. And you can say, yeah, they're my gratitude glasses. Let me tell you why I'm grateful for you. You can walk around with them on your head. You can stick them down here. You can have staff meetings and put these on the table. And if somebody starts to grumble, oh, this magnet stuff is so hard, you just slide these across the table and say, would you like to tell us why you're grateful you've got a job? And wait. And at home, think about it. How do we teach children about gratitude? We look at them and say, thank you to your brother. I said, say thank you to your brother. That doesn't teach them gratitude. Instead, get gratitude glasses, wear them around the dinner table every night, and every child has to answer every night something for which they're grateful, and so do the parents. It will transform your world. So quickly, everybody stand up, because sitting gives you bowel cancer. We haven't got time to talk about that, so stand up. Now I want you to shimmy in. I don't think we've got time for the whole group to shimmy, but in your little clumps, shimmy in so you're standing next to someone else. Put an arm around a person either side. Beautiful. I wish we could shimmy, but that will take too long. Imagine that we shimmied and all the different little clumps are all in one huge magnet group together. One huge magnet ANCC group together. ANN, sorry, whatever it is. So, you should be up here. Anyway, so we are, oh, quick, tell your joy buddy 3 things you've learned this afternoon that you are going to do differently from now on to become the CJF at work, to become the leader that you really are, to embrace magnet-mindedness and magnet joy. Go, quick, tell them 3 things. Look, see, here. Gratitude glasses. Okay, come back. You can talk about this at Universal tonight. Now, keep your arms around each other. No, keep your arms around each other. We are going to do something that lifts your spirit. It helps you feel fabulous. We are going to sing. Yes, we're going to sing. But we're going to sing Kumbaya. No, we're not. I'm kidding. We are going to sing the Magnet Song of Joy, the Magnet Joy. And before, because I have to run off stage very fast when we finish this, I just want to say again, thank you. Sincerely, thank you. Don't stop, no. I just want to say, don't clap. So thank you for everything that you do, and thank you on behalf of all the daughters and sons of the mothers that will live because you have gone to the trouble of becoming magnet nurses. You are astonishing beings of light. Don't clap. Go back, hang on to each buddy. Our Magnet Joy song comes from Monty Python. Yes, you are going to be singing Always Look on the Bright Side of Life, da-da-da-da, always look on the bright side of life. Ready? Thanks, fellas. Can we have the music? The words are great. Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. Oh, darn. When you're chewing on life's gristle, Dad grumble, hello, Aussies, whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best. Now get ready, we're going to sing and dance. And always look on the bright side of life. Do-do, 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 do-do. Always look on the light side of life. Try to smile. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten. And that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle. That's the thing. Get ready. Always look on the bright side of life. Sing this in the wards. Always look on the bright side of life. Sing it every morning going to work. If life seems so absurd and death's the final word, you must always face the curtain with a bang. Ta-da! Forget about your sin. Give the audience a grin. Enjoy it. It's your last chance anyhow, and it's how you sing. Always look on the bright side of life. Do-do. Different words. Just before you draw your terminal breath. We haven't got long. Be joyful now. Life's a piece of when you look at it. Life's a laugh and death's a joke, it's true. You'll see it's all a show. Keep 'em laughing as you go. Just remember that the last laugh is on you. Last chance, go. Always look on the bright side of life. Do-do, do-do. To sing it everywhere. Always look on the bright side of life. Do-do, 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 do-do. Always look on the bright side of... Oh, sorry. Do-do. Always look on the pat. Here you go. And here are joy buddies. Always look on the bright side of life. Sing it everywhere. And now, hug each other. Hug. There you go. buddy. Hug your joy buddy. Hug. Hug your joy buddy. Say thank you. Oh my gosh, look at the time. I'm so sorry I'm over. Awesome job. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
What a fantastic presentation.